Halloween. Being into makeup and art, plus obviously a fan of ghost stories, the holiday is always a spooktacular time to have fun. My sister Erica and I would often host extravagant Halloween parties. We enjoy decorating and getting all done up to entertain our friends and enjoy the holiday. Now, one Halloween in particular, we got the fright of our lives. It was Halloween 2004. We were living at our childhood home with our parents and grandmother. They graciously allowed us to turn the basement into a kaleidoscope of spooky delights, and we proceeded to have a fantastic Halloween shindig. The hour was getting late, and all who remained from the party were just a couple of our friends. It was around 3 a.m., and we were still carrying on in the driveway in front of the garage door. At some point, I happened to look up and see what first appeared to be my grandma standing in the window. Embarrassed, I quickly looked away and pretended not to see her. Then our friend says, "Dude, your grandma's in the window and it looks like her eyes are black." Erica agreed, and I looked back up again. By that time, she was leaving the window, but not how she normally would. Instead of turning around and walking away, she slowly backed up and let the sheer curtains cascade over her head and shoulders. It was an oddly strange sight to see, especially since she was so persnickety about those curtains. Upon reflection, we also remembered this ghostly lady in the window had fuller, puffier hair and no glasses. My grandma had thin hair and poor eyesight, so she always needed glasses to see. The thing that we found the most strange was that the entirety of her eyes appeared to be black when she, or whatever it was staring down at us. We all agreed it was weird, got the heebie-jeebies, and ran back into the basement. When we re-entered, the death metal we were playing earlier was still blaring from the stereo, ever enhancing the creepy vibes, with the air thick and eerily heavy, full of "get out of here now" energy. We immediately agreed, "Party's over, see you later," and went upstairs to bed. The next morning, Erica and I went downstairs to the kitchen where my mom was. She asked, "How was the party?" We replied, "Great, other than Grandma looking out of the living room window at 3 a.m. My mom responded, "Grandma told me she slept great last night and slept all night long." Well, my grandma had a penchant for truth-bending, so we started an investigation. Grandma was in the living room that morning, so Erica and I went over to her and communicated. "Listen, we aren't mad if you did, but we need to know. Did you look out of this window down at us around 3 a.m.? Graham replied, No, I did not. I slept through the night and got up around 6 a.m. Weird, yet acknowledged. However, to further confirm the strangeness, we had her stand in that same window as we went to the driveway and stood precisely where we were hanging out the night before. Sure enough, our grandma was taller than that window partition. The figure of the lady we saw the night before was noticeably shorter than that portion of the window. Upon reflection, we also recalled this ghostly lady in the window had fuller, puffier hair, no glasses, and pitch-black eyes. Again, my grandma had thin hair, poor eyesight, and always wore her glasses. We still don't know what we saw that Halloween night. What we do know is that the image we all saw was not of this physical world.